Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 73.
73
of the Calypso Cigar Review Podcast. I am Brandon Luna.
I'm Randy Rankin.
And I am Cigar Deet Nate.
Where are we, Brandon?
We are at the lovely Calypso Cigar Shop and Lounge in Richardson, Texas.
Nice.
As most times.
In the heat of summer.
In the fuck all heat of summer.
Ah,
It is hot as balls right now.
hate summer.
It's nothing
Balls
wrong
that
with
have
a little
been
heat.
tucked away in a pair of pants outside for a long
Yeah,
time.
you get onion crotch big time with.
Dude, I hate swamp ass. That's one of the
it's
worst
so
things
bad.
about summer.
Yeah,
You get that
swamp ass and onion crotch. Those are bad
God,
things.
those are horrible things. But we are smoking a cigar
You've
today.
never heard of onion crotch?
And that's a good thing. Cigars don't get onion crotch. They just
they
fall
don't.
apart from
They
humidity.
do. They do. And we've got something special, brand new. Not many people have reviewed it or tried it or seen it or done anything. It's the Montecristo Espada.
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 It's the first Nicaraguan Montecino.
Montecino?
Montecristo.
Nice.
Montecristo. And
It
it's
is.
made by the Placencia family.
Hashtag
So,
Montecristo.
How about
talk with hashtags.
Cigar Deet Nate giving us the deets?
All right. So the cigar has like 15 bands on it.
Please.
Yes, it does. The most bands of any cigar we've reviewed this year so far.
It's actually it's mostly band. I'm pretty sure that it's filled with band.
4?
It's beautiful.
So the wrapper is Habano Jalapa Vintage 2010.
Nice.
The binder is Habano Jalapa Vintage 2009.
Nice.
The filler is actually wrapper and banding. Not really. It's Habano Jalapa Seco Vintage 2008. Habano. Holy crap! I can't pronounce that word.
Ometepe?
Ometepe. Viso Vintage 2008. Habano Condega Ligero Vintage 2008.
Ligero.
Okay.
He knows that.
I am-
He's silly.
Ligero. Ligero. Like Figaro?
Oh.
Figaro.
Okay, it's
I don't
going to
believe
take. What's it going to take longer?
It's
Him to
Ligero.
do the details or me to unban this thing?
I'm thinking there's a race going on, and the country of origin is actually Nicaragua.
Nice.
So
Hence the reason I said it's the first Nicaraguan.
It is the first
Absolutely.
Nicaraguan out of Montecristo.
there's a lot of shit in this bastard.
This
There
is an infinite band, and it kind of reminiscent of the Alec Bradley. What's that?
Fine
thing?
and Rare?
Fine and Rare
Yeah.
with the gazillion like giganto band.
And guess what we get to do? We get to use our Montecristo cigar scissor donated to us by Eddie Gavito, who happens to be the same person who donated the cigar. So thank you, Eddie Gavito.
Sweet man, thanks a lot.
Wait, we didn't sing it. Let's
Yeah, you
try
know
that
the Eddie
again.
Gavito song. Go ahead.
Eddie
Eddie
Gavito,
Gavito.
he is your neato. He gave us cigar cutters. That's my new song.
That gets worse.
I know.
Every
Every
episode.
time.
It actually says something on the Giganto band. It's blended by Guapo de Maestros in Dominican Republic and made in Nicaragua by
Did soft flame
Placencia
on
family.
purpose.
So
Yeah.
that's cool.
That is cool. I did soft flame on purpose because it's a new cigar, and I wanted to just toast the foot and give it a fair shake.
All right.
Well, thank you, though.
Yeah.
What are you using to light that?
Vic.
Oh man, people are gonna hate you for
I
that.
don't care. It's better than torching the fuck out of it, melting the tobacco.
I don't know, man.
You've
A
never
Bic
cared
is
before
just
today.
using that-
It's not a
Shitty
Bic, it's a
Bic
fake
flavor.
Bic.
It's a fake.
It's a garbage Bic.
It's a fake.
There's a such thing.
fake.
There's worse than a Bic.
It's a Bic with Ronson lighter fluid in it.
Oh, okay.
There you go. The two worst combinations you could ever
That
imagine.
is just so much better, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
the
actually
cold
not
draw
fire
was
at
kind
all.
of tobacco-y, and that was
I
pretty
got
much it.
spicy cold draw.
I got no spice on the cold draw.
But man, the retro rail is a burner.
You should have tried the cold retro hail. I'm gonna put that one in the ground.
Cold retro hell is a good term.
Oh yeah, a lot of spice right up front.
Yeah, wow. This isn't your father's Montecristo, buddy.
Interesting flavor, right?
Yeah.
That first little blast is like
Picking
a
up, I'm getting that. I can tell that Ometepe
yeah,
taste.
big time. It's like a swamp.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a swampy, dirty, but also with like hints of wood. It's like woody, swampy, dirty.
So it's exactly what's in your swamp ass pants right now.
Very nice comparison, but
Very
this
nice.
tastes better.
This
I'm
tastes
going
like.
to
Well, I'm
assume-
going to
I would
assume.
hope so.
I'm going to assume that this would taste better. But yeah, that Ometepe, man, it really lends kind of a weird earthiness. It's just like it's different than a dirty earth. It's like a
It's kind of almost a burnt citrusy taste. Like if you burn a lemon, an orange peel. I know it still burns.
oh crap,
Have you retrohaled yet?
Lightweights.
You're
Oh, dude, I retrohaled like most of that. That hurt like shit.
Well, my nose is still burning.
I'm gonna do it again.
Oh God.
That time not so bad.
Okay.
That time it was all right. I think the other time I breathed in like while I was breathing out.
Yeah.
And kind of got a little too much.
Double retrohaled.
Yeah. Oh man. Ow.
Well,
French inhale. French inhale.
French inhale. What the fuck are you doing over there?
You know what that is?
Suck it up at the same time.
Yeah.
That
You blow it out your mouth and
sounds-
suck it in your nose.
That sounds horrible.
That's
Why would
called a
anyone
French
do that?
inhale. It's not good for cigars.
What's it
But
good
yeah.
for?
Being French, I
I
guess.
guess.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Not some sort of a herb or anything?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I have no
Oh,
idea.
okay.
I just
I don't know.
learned that when I was a cigarette smoker way back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Girls like it. They're like, ooh. I don't know why. I guess it's cool looking.
Because it's French.
Because it is French.
They like French.
They do like French things, except for the smelly and the hairy.
And the tickler.
They love that. What are you talking about? That's one of their favorite
I know.
Frenches. Is the rabbit French? Girls like the rabbit.
I don't know what the rabbit is.
You don't know what the
Seriously,
rabbit is?
I don't know what the rabbit is.
Do you not know what the rabbit is?
I know
He
precisely
knows what the
He knows
gerbil is.
precisely
He
what
knows
the-
what the gerbil is.
I'm not that gay.
Him and Richard Gere.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
This is totally interesting, though. I mean, this is like 180
You know
away
that?
from what
Richard
Montecristo's
Gere's a
putting out.
sexy man, though.
Have you ever
I mean,
heard
come
that
on.
rumor, though?
Yeah.
Okay. You looked at me like, what are you talking about? Why are you throwing Richard Gere under the bus?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering.
I've heard that, too, from... I was on the set of Dr. T and the Women.
Yeah.
They were filming it right in my neighborhood, and I was living in this apartment complex on Haverwood Lane in Dallas.
Yeah.
And I was just wandering around the set because they were filming, and this guy's like on a little headset thing, and he's like, "So is Prince Charming asleep yet? Asleep yet? And asleep yet? Where'd that come
Asleep
from?
yet.
Is Prince Charming asleep
doing
yet?"
great.
And he's like, "Yeah, that fucking queen. Thank God he's finally down." I'm like, "What the hell are they talking about?" So like the guy got off the headset, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Who the hell were you guys talking about?" He's like, "Oh, Richard Gere, man, that guy's a fucking asshole." I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow.
They must be union.
Yeah, they were
know
totally
they can't get
I'm
fired.
sure, yeah.
Nice.
I met Helen Hunt. She was super nice and
Was she?
very, very pretty. I like
That was
actually got
probably the
nervous.
last era of
in
her
person,
being
yeah.
hot.
And I met Robert Hayes. He was playing basketball with people.
I forgot Robert Hayes was in that.
Mm.
Nice.
So
that
it
was
was
a
a-
terrible movie.
It was a terrible movie. Robert
Very-
Altman. He's either hit or miss.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
either a really good movie or a
famous.
really shitty movie, and that was a shitty one.
Yeah. There was a line in it that was so stupid because Helen Hunt has this incredibly gorgeous apartment and it's a loft and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "So how much you pay for this?" He goes, "Oh, a typical Dallas apartment, you know, like $750 a month." I'm like, where? Find me this apartment, and I will sell my house right this minute, and I will move into that apartment for $750 a month.
It's actually like 2 blocks from Royal and 635. You
Probably.
can get something for about $600.
Yeah, but not this place. This place was awesome. That movie was terrible.
It was terrible. But this is pretty interesting so far. Yeah.
I'm liking it.
I mean, it's
It does
totally,
not remind me if
any
Smoke This Blind, I would
Montecristo-
never
yeah,
guess Montecristo.
never guess it's
at all.
Montecristo.
Not in the slightest.
Kind of makes you
Interesting.
wonder what made him do something like this.
I think Altadis in general have figured out that they need to keep up with the boutiques.
Yeah.
And what's popular is the Nicaraguan stuff. So
Yeah.
that Siriar,
Mm.
mostly. What was that? Was that a
It
Romeo?
doesn't really taste Nicaraguan to me, though. Does it taste Nicaraguan to you? It
Well,
tastes
it's the
more
Ometepe, but that's Nicaragua.
Dominican-y. I don't know. But
Way too strong for Dominican.
well, I'm just saying the flavor profile
Yeah.
though, because I mean, it's Dominicans typically have a more of an earthy. I don't know. Nicaraguans, I'm always thinking of
I'm getting nothing but pepper and
Chocolatey.
citrusy.
yeah.
Getting a lot of citrus. Right.
Wondering if it's the jalapa. It seems like almost any cigar I have with jalapa in it has that citrusy kind of taste to it.
Jalapa is actually
getting a lot of
Spanish
wood,
for
too, though.
oranges.
Is it? Okay.
Getting a lot of wood too.
All right. Well,
a lot of
I'll
wood.
scoot over then.
Table might lift up here.
Scoot this way. Actually,
No,
it
yeah,
looked like I was
so-
going that way. I mean, I'm going to... the camera being reversed, it made it look like I was going to scoot towards you.
No, but it's pretty darn interesting. I
It
mean,
is
what'd you say the range on this is?
I don't know. I'm assuming 12 to 14.
Yeah, it's Montecristo, so they're up there. Well, yeah, definitely different for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
No doubt.
Who smoked Montecristo that was famous? James Bond.
That's right.
But those were Cubans.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
like the Cuban Lanceros.
And Tom Selleck smokes them.
Tom
in
Selleck
real
likes
life.
Montecristo's, yeah.
Yeah. Although he's cool because even though he has money, he says he refuses to buy Montecristo number 2s because they're too expensive.
Mm.
He says there are too many $8 to $10 cigars out there that are good that you don't need to spend $30 for a Monte number 2.
You know, as a celebrity, all you really have to do is go, I really like that cigar. And
now get a box.
Boom, box, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, be seen smoking it out. Okay, cool. Boom, free cigars.
Yep.
Forever. That would be, I think, the easiest thing to do.
Intertime Solix, so you kick ass and everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I think that'd be pretty easy. We should get famous so we can do that.
We should. I never thought about that.
We should totally get famous.
We should
it's
get
pretty
famous.
easy. All you have to do is
'cause-
be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, anybody's there gets
And
famous.
while we're at it, let's get rich too.
No, I want to push it, man. I just want to get famous.
Well, you get famous, I'll get rich.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with
Then
that.
you can fund my art projects.
Noobs.
Then I would be famous.
By proxy.
Nice.
You'd be the
yes. Well, speaking of
guy
fame,
behind the camera.
we got to visit with one of our loyal listeners this past weekend. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Cognac came to town and brought his brother. And got a good couple-hour visit with him. That was fun.
Yeah, that was cool. Very nice guy.
Found it interesting that he had the cigar journal that we reviewed last year. And all but like 2 cigars in that journal were stuff that we had reviewed. Which
Yep.
I thought was cool.
That's very cool.
Because he only smokes 1 cigar a week. So he smokes pretty much what we smoke. And then
That's
he writes it
awesome.
in his journal. So that's kind of cool.
That's very cool.
We
That's
are
a
his
fan right
cigar
there.
journey.
That's cool.
That is cool.
That's cool to have that.
Thanks,
actually.
Scott. It was fun. And here's your shout out, Jana.
Yes, Jana.
Jana. There you go. Because she only listens for the shout out. Because that's Scott's wife. She listens for the shout out.
That's
and
okay,
that's
though.
it.
You gotta
I'm
respect
just
that.
giving her shit. Thanks, Jana. Anyway,
That
so
didn't sound patronizing in the slightest.
Not in the least.
I said it nice the first time.
We appreciate your viewership, Jen.
Yes, we do. Yeah,
We
the
do.
retweets. They're awesome.
Oh, did you
Thank
hear? I didn't tell you the horror story though.
Oh, okay.
Since he's discovered it on YouTube, he has it hooked up to his like huge 60-something inch big screen TV.
Mhm.
Poor guy,
Who, Scott?
Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Our Bigley mugs on a 60-inch screen. I actually feel sorry for his wife.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I'll have to make sure the video quality is a little better from the future then, so it looks good on the 60-inch.
Nice. I don't remember how big he said it was, but he said it was pretty big. So
That's what she said.
that's what she said. Jana?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. She got a lot of. She got a lot of.
She got a lot of
on the
shout-outs.
show.
Yeah, she's getting all kinds of mention now.
Nice. So anyway, if you're ever in the Dallas area, stop by and say hi. We'll visit with
Have
you.
a smoke with us. Yep.
We're not too big yet. Yeah,
I'm huge. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about for our fans.
Oh.
We're not too big for them yet. You know.
Yet. 2 things are going to happen at IPCPR. We're either going to blow up or I'm going to quit the show. One of the two. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Like, no one fucking listens. I'm out of here. Or, we're awesome.
Oh, we did find out that all our downloads from Wichita have nothing to do with him because he doesn't even watch us or listen to us on iTunes.
Yeah.
So, what is up with Wichita?
Don't know. They got a lot
What
of
is the
smokers over there.
deal with Wichita?
That's Brandon says there's a lot of
Yeah,
smokers over there.
Todd said
It's
the
a
same
big,
thing.
big deal over there. So I guess
Brian or Brandon?
Brandon Holdsworth.
Brian Holtzworth?
No, Brandon.
Okay.
Brandon Holdsworth.
You got to throw the Cornelius in there. Or it's
No,
just not
Brandon
right.
Cornelius Holdsworth.
That's the most perfect name.
Hornsworth?
That's the most
Hornsworth.
Jeez,
Damn it.
dude.
Cornelius is the most perfect
Cornelius
middle
is a
name for
fucking
him.
cool- I
for
know,
him.
it
It's the
totally
only
is.
person that could pull off Cornelius besides the guy in Planet of the Apes. Or the
Right.
monkey in Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. It's either that or Tiberius. Either one
Yeah.
would be perfect for him.
Right. Tiberius. Not like Todd Cornelius Vance doesn't work.
No, no, no.
Not at all.
But
Oh, well,
James
that sounds pretty good.
James Tiberius Kirk works.
That was his middle name.
Yep.
It was. I'm not a Star Trek nerd, so I don't know
I
these
was.
things.
Are you about to start a rumor where you don't like Star Trek either?
I
Yeah.
don't like
Is
Star
that what's
Trek.
coming? Okay.
There you go. You
All
said
right,
it.
you got
Doesn't
it.
like Star Trek.
I do not like Star Trek.
Doesn't like the future. He likes fictional stuff. You know how many things came out of Star Trek that actually happened? It's a ridiculous amount
all
of
of
things.
them.
They relived the gunfight at the OK Corral in one episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Well.
talking about, like, the cell phones and the
Yeah, I know.
screens and all that.
Oh, you know what
touch
else?
screen crap.
You know what show was better and did the same thing? Get Smart. The CIA copied several ideas from Get Smart.
that's hilarious.
That's
When you think
awesome.
about that. They have the cone of truth or whatever.
The cone of silence was
whatever it
so
is.
awesome.
They have the cone of silence over there at the CIA.
What?
I loved that bit.
And I liked that they brought it in the movie. They actually,
Yeah.
I was like, how are they going to do the cone of silence nowadays? They did it. It was great.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Did you like the movie?
I did.
I liked
did.
it. I thought it was good.
It was a, what's it called when it was an origin
Yeah.
movie? I'd
would've
like for
liked
there
to
to have
have
been a
seen
second one so
more,
that
yeah.
it
I
could have been
think
more
that could've
about him being in the field.
Did you ever see the little spin-off thing they did with the two guys? The little
Yeah, it
tech
was a
guys
web
or whatever?
series.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that.
it was all right.
Wasn't as good as...
No. Did you watch the movie?
I have no idea what movie
Cigar
we're actually
Deet,
talking
Nate.
about
Get,
right now.
get,
Smart with Steve Carell and
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway, The Rock. The Rock was in it.
Really?
You like The Rock?
I have to watch it. I love The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock is cool.
You get to smell what The Rock has cooking.
Yep. It's bacon and eggs. That's kind of what I figured he would make. Or steak.
You say that every time I use that
I know.
Rock flag.
That's what I say.
That's the only thing I know about The Rock, other than, yeah, he was in a couple of movies that I've seen. What's
I
one
like
of-
The Rundown a lot. I thought that was a pretty
The
fun movie.
Rundown.
It was him and Stifler, Sean William Scott,
Yeah?
and Christopher Walken.
Who?
Christopher Walken,
Okay.
he was the bad guy in The Rundown.
I know, I just wanted to
You
get to
didn't-
do your Christopher
You've
Walken
seen
impersonation.
you've seen The Rundown, though,
No,
right?
I haven't seen
Dude,
it.
that movie rocks.
Doesn't? No pun
Not-
intended.
Yeah. But it's actually very funny and has a lot of action. It's a good flick.
Actually, of all the wrestlers turned actors, there's
Which
like
is
4.
Hulk Hogan, him, and John Cena.
No, there's
one
one more. Yeah,
Lou Albano. Or Captain Lou, or whatever his name is.
there's one more. I can't remember.
Yeah, there is another one. isn't
Goldman, Goldberg,
there? Goldberg. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Well, now they're down to the Expendable movies. There's like a million of them
Yeah.
now. It's like all of them are going over to the Expendables.
anyway.
But The Rock's definitely the best. He's not, still, he's not a good actor, but he's got screen presence.
You
and
shut your
personality.
whore mouth.
I kind of lost it when they redid Walking Tall, and it wasn't even the same story or the same,
Yeah,
same
it's not the
It's
same
like,
at
what
all.
are you doing? Other
Yeah.
than stealing a name of a movie.
Yeah.
All right, we're winding now. We need to talk about the cigar.
So what do you think of the first third,
Very
guys?
powerful first third.
Yeah.
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
definitely a
flavor.
powerhouse.
Very spicy. Lots of going on, man. You got
And it's
some, you got some
smoking like
woody
a
notes.
champ.
You got some Ometepe kind of swampy notes. You got some
Some citrusy,
citrusy things going
Yep.
on. It's all over the place. So
Nice.
this is gonna be an interesting smoke.
Yep.
For people who are not fans of the non-Cuban Montes, give it a
Give this
go.
a shot. The Espada.
You would be pleasantly surprised, I think.
Be looking for it. I think it's going to be released after IPCPR.
Yep. All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back. All right, we're back for the second third of the Montecristo Espada.
Espada.
Espada. I'm sure that somewhere Pedro is going, no! The Montecristo Espada.
Espada.
Espada. Something like that. Who knows?
something
Yeah.
like that.
But we're saying it Espada. So,
Because we're Americans.
yes, because we are America. Americans in America.
I just lost my ash like 5 minutes ago during
And
the break.
I ashed mine manually because I figured I was going to lose mine right after he lost his. But
But it's mellowed out a tad.
Mm-hmm.
Not a ton, but a tad.
you give that retro hell a try. It's still there in the spice end of things. But I've noticed on the
I think the citrusy is a little more prominent.
mouthfeel on it, because it has sort of a long finish. In that long finish, if you really kind of take the time to think about it, I'm getting like kind of a walnutty, pecan-y kind of mouthfeel. Like after you eat the whole bunch of walnuts and
Yeah.
pecans, you get that kind of
Yeah.
film inside your mouth.
Okay.
I'm getting kind of that, plus citrus. So it's like you put some like
Orange peel on
orange peel
nuts.
on walnuts, and then
Yeah.
there you go.
That's true.
And there you go. So Jeff Goldblum. He always does this. So there are gonna be dinosaurs on your dinosaur tour.
Maybe Joey having to pee.
Yeah, you got to exactly. Yeah, I love that movie. First Jurassic Park was great.
Was it?
You didn't like it?
It's okay.
I loved it, man. It was freaking awesome.
Okay,
it was epic.
My brother and his girlfriend were living with me at the time, and they went on vacation to like San Antonio or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they come flying in the door on a Sunday. They're like, "Get dressed. We're taking you to the movies." I'm like, "I don't want to go to the movies. I'm done for the day." "Come on, we're taking you to the movies. We're paying." "What are we seeing?" "Not telling you." So we're halfway there. I'm like, "Tell me what the fucking movie is." "Jurassic Park." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I wanted to see that. That's fine." I remember laying my head against the wall and sleeping through it.
Are you kidding?
I mean, I've since seen it,
Wow.
but it was just like they were talking it up so much that I was like, okay.
I love it, man. I dug it. It was, it was one of those. Yeah, it's full of special effects, but at that time when it came out, it was just really different and
I'm not saying I fell asleep
awe-inspiring.
because it was boring. It just wasn't holding my interest the way I wanted to, and it was nice and air conditioned there in the.
I read the book,
Later.
so I was into it. They totally changed it from the book, but
Did they?
I still dug the movie. The second one's like completely. They changed it like 180. The movie was horrible and the book was bad too, but yeah, the first one's just the only one you
Nice.
really need to watch
Ever?
ever.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is now time for the AJ Fernandez Sports Fiver
Sports
with
Fiver
Randy Rankin.
with me. Okay, this is a different kind of sports fiver today. And Jay Ison or Ison, however he pronounces his name, I apologize for butchering it.
J-I-S-O-N.
I-S-O-N. He mentioned this. I was going to talk about it anyway, but ESPN does a yearly special magazine. ESPN, the magazine, does a yearly special similar to Sports Illustrated's annual swimsuit edition.
He's a follower of ours on Twitter, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice follower on Twitter. He tweeted today that the episode you posted last night was a very good show.
Okay.
So that's
cool. Oh, yeah, I saw he made the comment about I had shitty jobs, too, or something
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, so ESPN does it a little differently. You know, Sports Illustrated, there might be a celebrity or two in it, but it's mostly swimsuit models and supermodels and things like that.
Yep.
ESPN does it differently. They use actual pro athletes.
And how long have they been doing this?
A while.
Yeah.
A while. And they're nude. I mean, they don't show genitalia, but they're nude. You can tell they're nude. I mean, I'm looking at half of a guy's ass right here.
Nice.
Which never happens on my stuff. But anyway, so some of the people in it are Marshawn Lynch, Serge Ibaka, whom I've heard that if they were to show genitalia, it would take up the whole page. That's what they were talking about on the radio.
Oh,
yeah.
Serena Williams.
Jamie Andrews, a whole bunch of people. But the one that got Jay, got him to tweet me about was, I think he lives in the Detroit area. And Prince Fielder played for the Detroit Tigers up until last year, or up until this year. He got traded to the Rangers, which was a huge mistake for the Rangers. But anyway, he's hurt. He's out for the year. But anyway, if you know anything about baseball or Prince Fielder, you know he is quite a large human being, and not in the best of shape. And this picture is a little jarring. Look at that. Oh my God, it's jarring. First of all, he's tatted all over, which no big deal, but he's not someone who should be posing naked in a magazine. Now, I'm all for being proud of your body and being comfortable in your own skin, but that doesn't mean you have to share it with the world. But anyway, if you get a chance to look at it, his words were, "I swallowed my Padron when I saw the Prince Fielder picture." That was funny. And I told him I hadn't seen it yet, thank God, but now I have seen it, and I preferred it when I hadn't seen it. Nice Jamie Andrews. She's kind of hot.
Yep.
Nice blonde.
Now, for one, I champion the guy for doing it. Now, he probably did it for the wrong reasons. He probably did it for ego.
Yeah.
And my thing is, you know, if he's going to show people that he's comfortable in his body and body image is not an issue to him, then that's a positive message for people out there that follow sports. And, you know, especially when you're talking about kids and stuff, you know, like I know my daughter's 15 and she has body issues, and, you know, it's nice for someone that's a celebrity that they might look up to do something like that.
I agree.
Another one that did that semi-recently, probably in the past 5 years, was Jamie Lee Curtis. Posted some photos of herself without makeup, nude, and this is like, basically, this is what it looked like. And, you know, it was jarring. People were like, you know, holy crap, this is, you know, her thing was like, this is me without Photoshop. Yeah. You know, and a lot of people were pissed at her for doing it, and a lot of people were really proud that, you know, she did it. And I was on kind of the camp of, you know, it's cool that she did it, and to show that, you know, this is what a real person looks like, and she is a real person, and, you know, body image is what you make of it. You know, she was happy with her body. She's always been happy with her body, and she wanted to share it. So, does it need to be out there? Not necessarily.
Yeah, first of all, do they need to do this magazine issue every year? Yeah. Anyway, to begin with, that's the main point. But just and you're right as far as it projects that not everyone has to look like a supermodel.
Because, I mean,
but I don't look like a supermodel, and I'm fine with how I look. But I'm not also having pictures made of me.
Yeah, but media has a bad habit of projecting beauty as an unattainable goal for everybody out there.
I agree.
And to see, and I love it when they put those out. Every once in a while, you'll see celebrities pre-Photoshop and after Photoshop. They'll show the pictures like, you know, this is what they look like for real, and this is the Photoshopped version. Like Kim Kardashian had a couple of those,
and she didn't look bad actually.
Yeah, and that was cool that she did that. You know, and there's a lot of other people.
I
know, me neither, but that's cool that they do that, and it does show that, you know, these are real people, and they're, you know, they're proud of their bodies either way, before Photoshop or after. Yeah. So. Yeah, you know, it's not a great picture of Prince Fielder, and he looks like a fat ass, but he did it. It's done.
I'm mostly mad at him because of 3 homers and 17 RBIs is all we're going to get from him this year for $17 million.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rip on that fat ass.
Yeah, he does.
Meanwhile, Ian Kinsler, who we traded for, is hitting 300 and having a really good year. Bastard. Never did like Kinsler for that same reason. He always performed well when it wasn't helping the team.
So I remember this being an issue a couple of years back, like in 2010, I guess, when they first started really getting popular. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of people that were up in arms about them doing it, saying that it was sending the wrong message to, fans and stuff. And do you think it's really out of ego, or what is the reason that they do the issue?
I think it's ego. I mean, why not? You want to... It keeps your, no publicity is bad publicity, that kind of thing. It's all, just get your name out there. And he,
I noticed a lot of Olympians do it.
Yeah, Michael Phelps was on here.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people.
Because they really have nothing after the Olympics for the most part.
Right.
If you're an ice dancer after the Olympics, you're pretty much doing the stuff for Disney.
Yeah.
For the ice capades and stuff like that.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, who knows what their motivation is. Marshawn Lynch seems to be very proud of his buddy. He's running back for the Seahawks, and he even said that had he not given up swimming, Michael Phelps would not be famous.
Wow. A little arrogant there,
a little
buddy.
bit.
Slightly, a little bit.
And if you know anything about Marshawn Lynch, he's like one of the biggest running backs in the game. There's no way he's that good a swimmer.
Yeah.
Plus, never mind. Anyway, but
some drag.
Screw you. Swim on his back, be a nice rudder. Anyway, nice. So anyway, different kind of sports fiver today, but just wanted to address that Prince Fielder thing, and hopefully he comes back next year and has a good year, and the Rangers can get out of the cellar.
Yeah, no kidding.
Rangers have the worst record in baseball.
I know. I saw that. Dan Gum posted about that. He's like, "Congratulations, Rangers! You're now the worst record, whatever." I'm like, "Oh man."
Yep. Thanks.
That's horrible.
It is
horrible stuff.
It was the glory days.
Yeah, no kidding. So,
but anyway, thank you, AJ Fernandez, and thank you, Prince Fielder, for nothing.
Nothing. So that wraps up today's AJ Fernandez Sports Fiver with Randy Rankin and this guy. Jumping in every once in a while.
All right, so we have 24 to talk about.
We do have 24 to talk about.
We have spoilers for 24.
Spoiler alert.
Episode 11.
Spoiler alert. Episode 11. We have one episode left. One more hour. 45 minutes, really, with Jack Bauer before he goes away for an infinite amount of time. We have no idea when and if he's going to come back.
Hopefully he comes back.
And I have no idea how they're going to do this. How they're going to wrap the season up, unless it just ends open-ended and you're like, crap.
Yeah, and it could. I mean, it's done that before.
Yeah.
It's never... Well, the first year it kind of wrapped it all up in a nice bow, even though it was a horrible bow.
Yeah.
But... yeah, they're not afraid to leave some stones unturned. They focus on the main ones, and they'll get those turned over for the most part. But
so let's go over the episode. What happened in this particular episode? So last we saw Jack Bauer, he was in a firefight with the Russians, and in the meantime, Chloe has been captured, and she's being tortured. Not really tortured. She's being
held against her will
by the Chinese government, or not even the Chinese government.
Because he's basically a defector.
Yeah, defector Chinese guy that's the bad guy. Ching Chong, whatever his name is. That's horrible. I know. Sorry, guys.
Chang something.
Chang Sing. No.
Chang.
General Sao?
I can't.
I have no idea.
Is part of his name.
Chang is part of his name.
Yeah.
But the actor's name is Sima, who's actually a very good actor. And if you want to see him in one of his earlier roles, you can go back and rent on Redbox or on at Netflix or whatever, a movie called Rapid Fire. It was Brandon Lee's first hit movie before The Crow, and it really plays to Brandon Lee's strengths. And Sima is a very good bad guy in that movie.
I've actually seen that movie.
Yep, it's got Powers Booth in it too, and Powers Booth
That's
is
probably
awesome.
why I saw the movie.
Powers Booth delivered the worst line in the movie. Why don't you go put those Fist of Furies in the corner? I'm like, oh my god,
oh god,
oh my god,
ice cream headache.
I was like, God, I can't imagine him having to say that line.
Oh, jeez.
I kind of wonder if he ad-libbed that, or if that was one of the ones that was written. Just a bad.
So
line.
Kate and Jack are under heavy fire from the Russians. And, we found out the week before that Joshua Donovan Tate or Tate Donovan? Tate Donovan. I knew that didn't sound right when I said it. Tate Donovan, who's President's
Heller's aide,
press secretary or right-hand guy.
Yeah.
He's the one that tipped off the Russians as to Jack's whereabouts, and Jack figures it out. And
Jack has a pretty interesting conversation with
President Heller.
With what's her name?
Oh, with Kate, yeah.
With Kate basically saying, no, not with Kate, with Aubrey.
Oh, yeah,
Audrey.
That's right.
Audrey. Is Audrey or Aubrey?
Audrey.
Saying, I'm going to have to do some stuff, just don't hate me for what I have to do. And, you know, and it's a really emotional moment. She's like, do what you have to do, you know, just kill that guy.
Yeah.
And she doesn't realize there's an underlying thing of him having to basically throw her husband under the bus.
Right.
And he does that, and I think he kind of recovered okay, and that, you know, he said, I did this for the president, to save the president, you know, and that was the whole reason I did it.
But Heller was having none of it. He said, you're under arrest for
treason, the big T.
And Jack intervenes and says, no, I can use him. And so he got a reprieve. Now, is it a permanent reprieve or not? We don't know. He didn't ask for immunity or anything. He just went along with it, which I think is consistent with his character this year, because while he is a slime ball, anytime he makes a mistake, you can tell he regrets it immediately. He owns
up to it,
and he does own up to it, especially when he gets caught. But he doesn't try to hide it or anything.
Exactly.
You know, when he signed Jack over to the Russians, he immediately regretted it. He did own up to it to Heller that he'd done that.
Yep.
So I could see him being consistent with his character. Immunity's not on his mind. It really is. Okay, I fucked up the situation. How do I fix the situation that I fucked up to begin with?
Yeah.
Which is a noble aspect of his character.
You kind of hate his character a little less for it,
yeah.
But at the same time, he's still a thorn in Jack's side. So,
right. So you have to...
You're okay with him dying if he dies. You know, it's that kind of thing.
If he dies, he dies.
Exactly.
You know? But, God, so we're going to have to wrap that up. Chloe's got the...
Yeah, Chloe jumped out of a moving car to get away from the Chinese guys. And last we saw, she's barely waking up in the woods, so she's hurt probably. And
the Chinese have the override machine and fired upon the Chinese government.
Yep.
A battleship.
Yep, blew up a battleship.
And the override equipment indicated that it was an American sub that fired the shot. So the Chinese are after Heller. They've already initiated a strike against the U.S.
We don't know where it's going yet, but it's in process.
Right.
And Audrey said that she had a way to maybe resolve things, where she was going to talk to a friend of hers that's in tight with the government, and she was going to present them with some evidence that could possibly help the cause, prove that it wasn't us. But in doing so, dun dun dun, snipers come in, take out her friend, take out her right-hand man that's supposed to be protecting her, and there she is, kind of whistling in the wind. She could be dead next. We don't know what's going to happen with that situation.
They're probably going to use her as bait to get Jack or to get Heller or something.
Yep.
But there's a lot to wrap up in an hour.
To leave the episode like that, knowing that we have 1 hour left, and they talked about a time skip.
Yeah.
Are they going to skip time now to maybe, you know, how can they do that with the strike? I mean, you have to come back to that moment. You can't come back to 2 days later or something.
Right.
That just doesn't make any sense.
We're under attack now because you can't just stop. And yet, how are they going to stop the attack?
Yep.
And 24 might not necessarily have the attack get stopped. We might actually get hit. And
it'd be fun. It would be great if they come back. The episode starts and it's like total decimation, and it's just like it's on fire and things are on fire, and you're like, oh my god! And then it pauses, and it's like someone watching Terminator. He's like, we got to stop the situation. Fake out.
Well, you got to think about it. When they were writing it, they were probably assuming this year was going to be a big hit.
Yeah.
And they could wrap it up next year. And so they might not have wrapped it up at all. Hardly just wrap one or two things and leave a cliffhanger, hoping.
Now, I have heard some news. There is some other news online about it, saying that the producers are already working on another season, and will shop it around to get it made. So,
so if Fox doesn't do it,
if Fox doesn't do it, it's going to get done. It may take a while, like the movie that never happened, but you never know.
Yeah.
And maybe they can wrap it up in a movie. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I'd be okay with that.
Of course, how many times have we heard the shows were going to get wrapped up in movies? Sopranos, Deadwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not going to hold my breath on that one.
But they got one more episode to wrap it up, and there's a lot of stuff open right now.
Yeah, we've left a lot of things out.
A ton. So, is Joshua
the Benjamin Bratt thing? What's going on with him?
Yeah. I think they kind of wrapped that one up for the most part. And,
we got to see him get his comeuppance.
Yeah.
I guess he kind of did with Jack bashing his hand in.
Mm-hmm. And then her basically threatening to kill him.
Yeah.
Him saying what he said.
And he's exposed, so we know he's exposed. So,
Yeah.
He didn't get immunity, right?
No, he didn't get immunity, and that's open-ended also for him to come back as a bad guy later if he escapes prison or whatever.
Cool.
So he's
It'd be cool if him and Tony worked together.
Right?
That would be badass. Bring back Tony. Bring back Tony.
Bring back Tony.
All right. So I'm getting just a lot of. It's smoother, but it's very citrusy wood earth right now.
I would say it started off pretty. Full flavored, full bodied, and it's kind of mellowed out. It's more medium at this point.
But still a lot of flavor.
Yeah, ton of flavor. I mean, I'm completely surprised by this. Well, I did like the Monte that we smoked semi-recently. This, I think, is better than the Monte.
This is my favorite Monte so far that's not 90 miles south of Miami.
Exactly, yeah. Yep. So, yeah, I'm a fan right now.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Job. All right. Well, cool.
All right, so we're going to take a little break. We'll come back for the last third of the Montecristo Espada.
Espada.
All right, we're back for the last third of the Montecristo Espada.
Espada. Thank you again to Eddie for letting us be one of the first people to ever try this cigar.
Yes, thank you very much. I feel honored.
He should be honored. No, I'm joking. I do feel honored. Eddie's good dude.
And what's funny is this one second band or whatever, the third, I don't know how many bands. It looks like it could be stamps. So this would be great if you could actually lick the back and adhere it to something. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I don't know if you can't wait to try that. Test that theory.
You know what you could do? Just put some glue on it, make it adhesive anyway.
Make it into a stamp. There you go.
There you go. Nice.
There you go. It looks like one.
Need to promote that on August 20th here at the Calypso Cigar Shop and Lounge in Richardson, Texas. We will be debuting this cigar at our Altadis event, and that will be the release at our store of the Montecristo Espada. But don't worry, all Altadis stuff will be marked down. We'll get great specials, good food, good camaraderie. You've been to our events. Our events are a blast. Eddie always makes sure he has a lot of good stuff for us. So if you're in the area, definitely some swag. I do know some of the swag, and it's really cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, really cool.
Cool.
So if you're in the area, come on by. And if you're not in the area, come on by anyway.
Yep, make a trek.
Be like Scott Cognac and just mosey on down here. Let's get some of these Wichita people that are and Pittsburgh people down here for this Altadis event. Anyway, August 20th from 5 to 8.
Central Standard Time.
Central Standard Time. That's right.
So what are you thinking of the the last third of this?
It's tasty.
It is darn tasty.
It's picked up a little more in strength again, like is noteworthy of a good cigar. It tends to beginning, middle, and end.
That little roller coaster ride that you get on a good cigar with some complexity. Definitely
but
complex
the citrus
cigar.
has stayed in there the whole time. And I guess we should clarify, it's not a sweet citrus by any means. It's just
it's that little citrus tinge that you get.
The zest
taste, It's like a lemon zest. But a very light lemon zest. It's just kind of lingering in the background there. It tickles the palate. It it's at the tip of the tongue.
I'm picking up more of that Ometepe taste again.
Yeah, that mossy earth.
Yep. So
which may sound bad, but it's actually a good taste when you get it.
So what's your favorite cigar that has Ometepe in it? Can you think of any?
Oh man, I can't really think of any. I know there's one. Was it the
Punch Apricot? I thought was very nice.
There's a Esteban Carreras that has it too, doesn't there?
Yep.
Which one is that? The Covenant or
I think that's the Covenant.
Yeah.
I like the Covenant. A minute.
That's a good cigar.
There's
Quite
for a while it seemed like everybody was coming out with something.
For a small island that was putting out some stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it is nice. It's definitely different.
Almost everything I've had from there I've liked.
So. With the Ometepe. So we have some shout-outs? Oh, no, we don't, because we're waiting.
Wait until after the contest so you can give the contest a plug.
Yeah, we can do that. So if you haven't already done it, or even if you have, because you can do it multiple times, don't forget to enter our contest to win a 20 count of AJ Fernandez, San Lotano, Habano, Robustos.
Nice. A lot of O's in there.
There is a lot of O's, yeah. And it's long. It's almost like the Extensión de la Racine ER13.
Took up all 140 characters today when I tweeted it.
Yeah, I know. I had to cut some stuff out for it to tweet because it's like freaking giant long thing. But yeah, so 20 cigars. Hey, you go over there, you do the little raffle copter thing. You can, pick which ones you want to do. Give us a review on iTunes. That's always a big plus for us because it helps us reach more people.
Yep.
Subscribe on iTunes. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on what do you call it? iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
And give us the heart there. And what else you got on that little raffle copter thing? All kinds of goodies. Retweet, the tweet, retweet.
Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. So yeah.
Yep.
And we have a new Facebook too, so it's that Calypso Cigar Review on Facebook. So if you just go to Calypso, just look up Calypso Cigar Review on Facebook, and boom, it pops up.
Yep.
We've got about 100 and something likes on that already, so that's nice.
114, I think I saw today. Not bad.
Not bad for startup.
So we just 10 days ago put that up.
Yeah.
So not bad at all.
Not bad at all. So all those ways, easy things you can do to get a free 20-pack of cigars, and they're tasty too.
Shot.
Yeah, why not?
It doesn't take you too long. Doesn't take up much of your day to do
And we're
that.
picking that winner on episode. Well, picking 75 or 76.
75 is the last episode.
And then 76 we'll pick the winner.
We'll have the winner. And
And Rafflecopter, I found out, actually has a thing where you just go blink and it, boom, it picks your winner.
Nice.
So it's cool.
So it takes out any chance of rigging it, which is
Yep.
good because it's the last thing you want to be accused of.
Exactly. And I think it works through random.org, which is what most people use. You basically just put a number, however many entries you have, hit, from 1 to whatever, and then it'll do randomly and you pick
Pulls up a number, and then you identify the number with that person.
whoever that
That's
number
cool.
is the winner. Yep.
That's cool.
So that's a pretty cool deal.
Very fair.
And hopefully we'll be doing some more of these raffles as time progresses. We've always got, cigars coming to us or cigars that we have that we want to share. So keep listening for that reason.
Maybe
also.
Eddie will donate another cigar scissor.
You
and
never
we might
know.
raffle one of these.
You
off.
never know. We'll have to hit him up for some swag at the show so we can have some stuff for raffles. That'd be cool.
Yep.
You're pairing today, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm drinking that Scottish ale, that Bellhaven.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's a nice combination with this cigar. It really is.
It's a good beer. It is a good beer. And I'm just doing the water thing today.
Yeah. I've noticed anything more than 2 beers and it's burp city for the rest of the night.
No kidding, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get old.
Sucks. So, seen anything lately? Because I saw an interesting movie that I told you about, but
Oh, what's that?
it stars Yvonne Strahovski from
Okay.
24 Kate. It's one of those, like, remember that movie Open Water? It's the couple in peril and there's really no freaking way they're getting out of it.
Yeah.
Well, this is a couple on their honeymoon and they go to the Grand Canyon and they try to apply for a permit so they can have a guide take them through the Grand Canyon. Well, they're too late. Well, Will Patton, very well-known character actor, from Remember the Titans, No Way Out, a lot of things. He kind of overhears them. He's kind of like the old dirty prospector kind of guy.
Yeah.
He overhears him. He's like, I can get you in, and I'll take you on a tour. Just meet me tomorrow at so-and-so. So they go and they meet him. Well, because they weren't approved for a permit, there's no record of them going to the canyon. And he's got a mule, and he's taking them through, and they're having a nice time, taking night pictures, and having a nice honeymoon time and stuff. Well, Will Patton gets bitten by a rattlesnake.
Oh.
And when he gets attacked by this rattlesnake, it scares his mule. His mule runs off, and the mule has the food and cooking equipment and everything on it. Canteens, everything.
Yeah.
And I think she has a canteen, and that's it. That's going to be their water, whatever she's got in her canteen. And so they're up shit creek. Will Patton dies, and it's
Is this
just
the one? I think I remember. Is this the one where they have a piece of gum and they're just like chewing gum?
No,
at
but I've
some point?
seen that. Was that this one? I have seen that movie.
Yeah.
So they're up shit creek, basically. Well, there's this. Oh, so then wolves start stalking them. But you know how wolves are. A wolf wants a easy fight. Wolves don't want a tough fight. They want to just come in, swoop in, get you, and have their meal.
What's
well,
this movie called?
It's called The Canyon.
The Canyon. Okay.
And so they're two strong, virile people, and they're young, so the wolves are kind of just stalking them from a distance. Well, the guy trying to get cell phone reception kind of climbs up the face of one of these canyon walls, and he gets reception, and he's so excited, he kind of turns around to her and says, I got reception. Well, he falls off the thing, shatters his legs. So now she's got to come up with some sort of splint for him and drag him through the canyon. Meanwhile, now the
man.
wolves see, the guy's hurt. Let's go after him. And it has one of those
Crazy
gut-wrenching
yeah.
endings.
So
I told you
don't
about
spoil
the
it,
ending.
don't spoil it,
I'm
yeah.
not going to, but it's just one of those movies that when it's over, you're like, oh man.
So
But very
yeah.
good. She was very good in it.
So if you like Kate from 24, check out The Canyon.
Yeah, very good.
Not
And,
The Canyons, because that's the Lindsay Lohan All Kinds of Naked movie, which you can check out too, but just fast forward through because it's horrible.
she made a movie. She's all kinds of naked.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I knew
It's
she was going to.
It's
but
it's actually I don't know who the director of that is. It's actually a decent director, but it's like her and a bunch of porn stars. Is basically.
I
the
remember
movie.
hearing about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, horrible.
So have you
horrible
seen
movie.
anything lately?
No. Boy Meets World. A lot of Boy Meets World.
A lot of movies.
Because I bought that for my wife because she's a big fan of that show, and it was really cheap on Amazon. It was like $50 for the whole series instead of like 100 something, which they usually are. It's like 7 seasons, and I bought it with the intent of you can watch this when I'm gone
right.
at IPCPR, but that kind of backfired on me, and that's all.
That's when you
playing
wait the day before you
in the
leave
house
to give her that
yeah,
present.
that next time I'll remember that. But
Okay. Now, this occurred in Teen Wolf, but this is something that happens in every form of media, TV, movies, whatever. It's the old negotiating trick. I hate that it's one of my pet peeves in a movie, the whole write it down. Just say the fucking number. You know, it's just, you know, I'll give you this much. Just tell us.
Yeah.
Because the characters, they're wanting to find Kate, the Jill Wagner character. They're trying to find her, the two guys that was her that took the money. That wasn't the other guy, that was her that took the money. And so they're hired this really hot, tough black chick to go hunt her down. And they're doing the transfer and how much and I was like, just say the fucking amount. You already said that she stole 117 million. Now why can't you say it's 50 grand to go hunt her down?
Right.
And you know, they do it. Ross did it yesterday on Friends buying a sofa. It's like, come on, we know what a sofa costs. You know, just say the freaking amount. Has that ever driven you crazy? Or,
It does, yeah.
That's
just lazy writing.
They don't want to
put the numbers out there.
Just give us a number. Well, it'll date the movie. Okay, but yet when you showed the car drive by earlier, you saw it drive by a gas station. We saw that it was $2.70 for gas. You want to block that out if you're worried about a movie seeming dated.
Right.
Yeah, I just
Gets your goat.
It does. It irks me. You have any movie pet peeves like that?
Yeah. No, I gotta think about that. I don't know, man. Put me on the spot like that.
Sorry.
That's okay. Movie pet peeves.
That could be a segment someday.
That is going to be a segment someday. We got to think of some good ones, though.
But
yeah, that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, just say the freaking number.
Yep.
Okay, you're buying a car. We know it's probably about 30 grand. Just say, I'll give you 32 for it. No, we want 35. It's that simple. And it makes it more realistic. It makes it more the way it works in life, you know. But anyway, that
kind of makes you wonder what the first movie was that actually had that in it. It's probably some old 40s movie or something.
Yeah, it's back. I've seen it in like Andy Griffith. I've seen it in I Love Lucy and stuff like that. You know, it's been going around forever. And I wonder who started that.
Had to have been a sales guy. Some sales guy somewhere. How about this amount? He wrote it down. It's all official.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Yeah, well,
right.
Okay. So,
yeah, I'll have to think about some of those pet
So what
peeves.
is Boy Meets World? I've heard of it for years, but I don't even know what it is.
It was actually an ABC Family TV show in like the 90s. And it basically follows a kid, you know, he's got a brother and a sister and parents, and he's, you know, upper middle class. And it's just him going through school, and his best friend's kind of a lower income guy, lives in a trailer park, and their adventures of getting through school. And he's got this girl that he's liked through the whole series that, of course, he ends up marrying and stuff. But it's basically just that. I mean, it's not real complex plot-wise, but it was actually a good show in that it was well made, well thought out. It wasn't really made for kids. It was really more made for the adults. Like, to give you an example, there's an episode, probably third season, where they have a reunion of the Monkees. Like, what kid watching a TV show would even know who the Monkees are? You know,
well, no, because they're still older. But
yeah, but
people watched on the Brady Bunch and saw that Marcia was.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, but that was, you know, just some of the stuff that they really played to an older audience. And when it came out, you know, the time when I was dating my wife and everything, she was watching it, and I got sucked into it, and I ended up liking it. It's just a really good show, and there's a lot of people that came from that show and went on to do other things.
Like who?
That one big guy. Yeah, there's a big guy who plays basically a bully in school, but he ends up having a heart of gold, and they help him through a lot of stuff and help him get a girlfriend, help him do all this other stuff. But he is in My Name is Earl. He was in that
Ethan
show.
Suplee?
Huh?
Ethan Suplee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big guy. Yeah.
Randy can play Randy on.
Yeah. So I mean, but when he was in Boy Meets World, he was huge. I mean, huge. He's lost a lot of weight since then. He was even in Raising Hope for a while as well. So he's in there.
I heard that got canceled.
Yeah, it did get canceled. Yeah.
I never watched it.
Ryder Strong was in there, and he was in Cabin Fever. If you ever saw that, that was his try to make a movie and become famous. But that was actually a pretty good movie. I liked
the first Cabin Fever. Yeah.
They're on like 3 or 4 now or something, or Cabin Fever 0 or something like that. I don't know. Who knows?
Like that.
But yeah. So, and there's other people too. I can't think of them offhand. But the Monkees episode, if you're going to watch one episode, that's the one to watch because it's cool.
All of them were on it?
All of them except for Mike Nesmith because he's a douchebag. Because he's like Mr. Oh, I don't want to be associated.
And he's the one
Monkees,
from Dallas, right?
Yeah, right.
And his mom invented liquid paper.
Yep.
Is that the one?
Yep. He's the one with all the money. But it's interesting because they don't play the Monkees; they just play guys that were friends of the father. And then Davy Jones comes in, who's this annoying little guy that they met in Europe that they didn't like, right. But he always invites himself to everything. Right. He's pretty funny in it. The reunion's awesome. And then at the reunion, Reginald Kincaid's there, and he's like, "These guys have a good sound." Nice. And they talk to him afterwards. He's like, "Yeah, man, the last band I managed." He goes, There was a mom involved. It was a pain in the ass.
That's awesome.
I was like, because I still have the bus. It was great.
That's awesome.
So I mean, stuff like that, which is not really for kids. And they
I don't know who
actually,
he is. He was from the Partridge family.
Partridge Family. And the thing about the show that was so popular that I guess they decided they're going to reboot it. So now they have Girl Meets World, which is on Disney, and it's the parents with the daughter, and it's basically a carbon
Boy
copy.
Meets World on?
It was on ABC.
It wasn't?
Yeah, but I think Disney bought the rights, and they were airing it like crazy.
Well,
in
Disney and
reruns.
ABC are the same company. And ESPN, they're all evil empires.
So yeah, exactly. So now Girl Meets World came out, and it's horrible. It's just a kick in the balls
Really?
to the
That
original.
sucks.
You'll watch it if you were a fan of the original because a lot of the characters come back, and you're like, oh,
Right.
But other than that, it's a horrible show. So it's one of those ones that it's a guilty pleasure. I'm gonna watch it while it's on. I don't think it's gonna last that long, just because I want to see all the old characters come back. But
Right.
it's not a good show. But it is one of those. It's very wholesome family entertainment, and with a lot of good messages. Like they had the Thanksgiving episode where they realized that their parents had never really hung out together because they're upper middle class and lower class.
Right.
So they decide to go have a Thanksgiving dinner together, and they end up going over to the trailer park, and everybody at the trailer park's all up in arms because there's oh, these people aren't allowed here and blur, and there's the whole racism thing from it's basically not even classism, I guess. And the kids, learn about that, and they bring it to the lesson at school and stuff. And it's stuff like that. That it's very good lessons for your kids to learn. And my daughter, who's 15, had never really seen it, so she was like, "Oh, this show's gonna be horrible," and she's can't stop watching it now. So
Sucked in, huh?
yeah,
Nice. I remember when it was on. I just didn't remember. I never.
it's very cheesy,
watched
but it is a well-written show,
Yeah.
and not really for kids. It's for mostly adults.
Interesting.
But the kids are in it, so people watch it better have kids. And that's really what it is. But so that's been on repeat in my house. Well, not repeat, but they're on I think season 4 at this point. I'm like, I can only take some. It's one of those things I'm like, but then I sit down, I'm like, oh, okay. Put another one on. I'm like, damn it. You get all mad at yourself because you're watching Boy Meets World. I'm like, just want to sit down and hand my man card. Here you go.
Yeah,
my man card. Oh, give it back.
Yeah, my ex-wife was a huge fan of Bewitched, and I like Bewitched. There's nothing wrong with Bewitched, except for when they changed errands.
Yeah.
When they changed dicks.
Yeah, they did change dicks.
They did. And it was some holiday, and it was over the winter, and we had snow and ice, and there was a Bewitched marathon on.
Oh God!
And my wife's watching it, and I was in a couple episodes. It's fine. Okay. Oh, I remember this one. This was good. Okay, I remember this one.
Yeah.
I gotta hear that little twinkle sound so many times in a day before you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
When she tweaks her nose or whatever, it's like, oh my God.
Yep.
And I forgot how annoying Tabitha was. It was like, oh my God, once Tabitha came along, that show just went to shit. And then they changed dicks and
Yeah. Oh, funny thing about Boy Meets World, the sister was annoying as hell. She was a little kid. She was like 3 or 4 when the show started. Second season, she's gone. Oh,
really?
Where'd the sister go? No longer on the show. Season 4, she comes back. She like walks downstairs. Everybody's like, "Oh, yeah!" And she's like, "God, I've been in my room a long time."
They did that on. My ex-wife watched Reba, and Reba was okay. It was a decent show. When the girl that played the middle daughter, I can't remember her name, so the redhead, she got anorexia in real life, and so they kind of just wrote her off the show for a while. Well, then she came back, and she just walked through the house, and the one got Steve Howie or whatever his name is. He goes, "Where have you been?" She's like, "I went to get something to eat." I thought it was a great line because she was off for like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Went to get something to eat. That was awesome.
Yeah, but it's cool when they do that.
Yeah, it is. Because they acknowledge that, yeah, we know we kind of pulled one over on you, so little wink. Here you go. Anyway, the shows we have to watch because of
Our
women.
spouses, yeah. And our lady friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Our special lady friends. So let's go ahead and round this one, wrap this one up, rather. Round it up. Wrap it up.
Round it up. Round them up.
Round them up.
Head them up. Move them out.
Little doggies. So, tasty.
Very tasty.
I
will
dig
smoke
it.
this again. Hopefully Eddie will bring us some free ones at the event.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And it's been smoking good. I haven't had to relight or touch
I only
up or
had to
anything.
Once. I haven't had to touch up. It's not been the perfect burn, but it's been good. They've been resting in my locker for about a week and a half, so
Yeah, they're tasty.
they're in good shape. So yeah,
Good shape. So I'm looking forward
Thumbs
to that
up
and many
to the
other
Espada.
cigars. Oh, and I do want to mention I'm going to be at IPCPR at booth 4130. So if you will be there and you want to stop by and say hey, I'll be there.
And stop by, I don't know the booth number, but stop by the La Hoja booth. Say hi to Willie and Carlos for me. That's the cigar I rep. And if you're in the Texas area, order, because I get credit for it.
And there you go.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'll be at the CZ Cigars booth. That cigar.
40, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
40.
That was the medal. That was that Blind Man's Puff cigar.
Yep, I liked it so much. I said, hey, I'll sell that cigar.
I'll work for you.
Hell yeah. So, as always, it's been great smoking with you.
See you later, Brandon.
See you later, Randy.
See you later, Cigar Deet, Nate.
See you, motherfuckers. You always got to end on a...
It's just
what a cock.
Why did I even say anything?